The stone is rolled into place. The body lies cold. The sky is silent. The Messiah is dead. But is he? Where did he go? When the breath left his lungs, did he simply vanish into nothing? Did the Son of God truly sleep for 7 whole days? Or did he descend? Descend into the very pit of existence, into the realm beneath realms, into the prison of souls and shadows, where light had never dared to enter. This is the story most Christians never hear. This is the journey between death and resurrection. Chapter 1. The day the world held its breath. The earth had shaken, the veil had torn, the sky had turned black, and the Son of God, bloodied, bruised, and pierced, had cried out, "It is finished." Then he breathed his last. But even as soldiers walked away and mourners wept from a distance, Jesus was not finished. Not yet. Because while men buried his body in Joseph's tomb, Jesus Christ descended. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the great fish, so the Son of Man will be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Matthew 12:40. Chapter 2. He descended into Sheol, Hades, the underworld. Not myth, not metaphor, but a real spiritual realm beneath creation itself. According to the scriptures, this is where the souls of the dead were held, some in torment, some in peace. And into this place, Jesus entered. Not as a victim, not as a ghost, but as a conqueror. He descended to the lower parts of the earth. Ephesians 4:9. What did he see? Who did he meet? Chapter 3. The prison of souls. There, in the depths, lay the souls of the ancient world, the rebellious, the violent, those who had drowned in the flood, those who had perished in fire, those who had lived and died, never seeing the promise. They were there, waiting in darkness. And then, a light not born of fire, nor torch, nor sun, but of glory, pure glory. Christ stepped into the abyss. Chains shattered at his feet, demons recoiled, the walls of silence trembled, and Jesus spoke. "You heard Noah, you saw the ark, you rejected mercy, but behold, I am the ark. I am the door that was shut, and now stands open." He proclaimed the truth, not to save, but to declare victory, fulfillment, authority. He went and proclaimed to the spirits in prison. 1 Peter 3:19. Chapter 4. Abraham's bosom. But not all were in chains. Across a great chasm, as told in Luke 16, lay a peaceful realm, the resting place of the righteous dead. Abraham was there. So was Isaac, Jacob, Moses, Ruth, David, Elijah, all those who had believed and waited. They had trusted in promises of a Savior who would one day come, and suddenly he stood before them. Imagine David, seeing the son he had once called Lord. Imagine Moses, finally meeting the prophet like unto himself. Imagine every faithful soul realizing the Lamb had come. And Jesus said, "The time has come. Come with me." He led them out. He opened the gates. He emptied the waiting halls of the righteous. When he ascended on high, he led captivity captive. Ephesians 4:8. Chapter 5. He took the keys, but he was not done. There was still one more encounter, one more confrontation. Satan, the accuser, the serpent, the one who thought death was his domain. But now, death bowed, hell trembled, and Christ reached forth and took the keys. "I was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore, and I hold the keys of death and Hades." Revelation 1:18. These were not symbolic, they were real. The authority of judgment, the control of final destiny, and Jesus took them. Chapter 6. The earth could not hold him. Then came the third day. The guards stood watch, the stone stood firm, but nothing could hold him. He rose, not as a spirit, not as a legend, but in flesh and glory, transformed, radiant, resurrected. The tomb was no longer a grave, it was a gateway. Death was no longer the end, it had become the beginning. Chapter 7. What does this mean for you? This journey, 7 days in silence, 3 days in the grave, a descent into the very heart of hell, was not for him. It was for us, for you. He entered our darkness so we could walk in his light. He faced the prison so we could walk free. He tasted death so we could live. He silenced the accuser so no one can condemn you again. And he holds the keys to your future, to your eternity, to your peace. Final word, the invitation. Will you follow him, not just to the cross, but to the resurrection? Will you trust him, not just as Savior, but as King of even the shadows? Will you believe that your grave is no longer a final chapter, but a doorway to glory? He has walked where no man has walked, through the fire, through the silence, through death itself. And he came back with your freedom in his hands. The gates are open, the war is won, the King is risen, and he is calling you.